The Heart of Men by one Blaze Siwel. I had seen mankind, especially black people, killing off each other on a daily basis. Who didn't die from the knife died from the gun. It looked like mankind doesn't like to see another mankind happy. Jealousy was always the order of the day. Recently, I was in Jamaica on holiday. We went to a club in Montego Bay. Two men were arguing seriously over one woman. They both had a standoff, knives were drawn. My friend suggested that we should leave the scene before things got out of hand. When we got home, we were talking about the way mankind were behaving towards each others. The next day we heard on the local news that the very same two people who were about to fight, eventually one killed the other. In spite of the amount of policemen and policewomen there, they didn't catch the killer. It happened everywhere, not only in sweet Jamaica. I sometimes wonder how murderers felt when they destroyed a person's life. Do they ever sit and think about the amount of sorrow they brought on innocent families? Especially when they took the life of fathers, the breadwinner for the family. Because of their negative actions, innocent wives, children and relatives have to suffer. How do they feel to know that they are happy with their children and the next man no longer around to provide for his family because of their stupid ego? Please establish a good relationship with your children while they are young. Let them know what you are expecting from them and what you are not into from early. There is a text in the Bible. It said, "Train up child the way he should, and when he is older, it won't depart from him." When a child is old enough to understand, it's important to start discipline that child early. Parents should have rules in their homes and uphold it all the times. For instance, when children attend nursery, they have to obey the rules in that settings. The children have to follow instructions. Similarly, they are capable of following instructions in their homes. It is sad, but it's true. Children are committing some serious crimes in society today. I think the problem had stemmed from bad parenting and broken homes. The youths are committing some serious crimes in society. They don't seem to have any love at all. For the simplest thing, they are ready to kill. Their hearts are filled with evil. Everyone wants to be a don or an area leader. Schools and educations are no longer important to them. They trade that for the streets. All in their hearts are evil continually. Love and mercy are no longer in their hearts. These kids do and say anything in front of their parents and elders and smoked all kinds of substances which help to poison their minds. Today they are sober and tomorrow they are not. An elderly, gentle man was beaten by a group of young boys. They hit him with sticks and stones. He ended up in hospital with broken bones. His skull was fractured, his leg was broken, and his jawbone had been broken twice. The average black boys in London and New York, for example, if you should run a survey on them, you would be surprised to find out that at age 15, they have been to jail 2 or 3 times before for some serious crimes, such as shoplifting or robbery. What happened to the days when you had committed a crime, you were classed as a downcast in society and was not respected? Those days were the good old days. Just imagine a child had a criminal record at such tender age. Later on in the future, he wants to be a police or a lawyer, to where things reached. I can't see the system overlook her mistakes as he or she was a child. They won't get far on that maybe. They would accept him or her in the army, because it looked like the only place black children can go without hindrance. Once you said army, they would accept them straight away. They love to separate black families. Our son Elias, who is presently 11 years old. One day he went with some of his friends after school to a shop. They took up some sweets and walked out of the shop. The security guard for the shop saw them and reported what they had done to the shop manager. He immediately went and checked the CCTV video camera for the shop and saw all 4 boys, 3 white boys, and 1 black boy from the neighboring school. He sent the video to the school. They identified all the kids. The kids were wrong to do what they did, and I am totally against stealing. The principal wrote to us informing us that if our son does anything like that again, he will hand over the tape to the police and he would expel him from that school. Now, can you see where I'm coming from? Before you think he could be expelled from school, and if we don't mind, he would become a young criminal, I personally think the best way to deal with a situation like this is to reach the young minds with more positive information and good advices. Right now, the way I see it, is the system had messed up so many youth's lives. I am blaming the system. You know why? As a parent myself, the law has minimized the rights of parents in this society. You can't even discipline your child or children the way you want to. This is what happens when a country don't know how to grow the youths. And when the parents tries to teach their kids rights, the law denies them that natural rights which God Almighty gave them. They rob and steal to support their habits. Some even have access to guns and different types of weapons to do their erroneous deeds. Furthermore, if you are trying to teach your child the right, the law called it child abuse and wants to tell you how and when to teach your child morals. How did the law expect a child to turn out well without proper role model when the system has already spoiled them? I am so sorry for single parent, especially mothers with boy child or children.